What's up, everybody? It's your boy Childish, coming back with the next Critical Thinking with Childish series. Latest episode 16, Runes for Progression, Part 3. It feels like Part 72, because I know we've hacked this out so many times, but I think this information is going to be useful to the mid to late people in the game. The people that have, their fair share of 5-star, 6-star units with 5-star runes, 5-star runes or better, plus 12, so on and so forth, and have the high quality runes. So, for those that are new to the game, welcome to the channel. But again, this is going to be a little bit more advanced topic. So bear with me here as I get through this content, and I hope that you still enjoy it. So. We're going to do kind of a quick overview of some of the previous parts of the Runes for Progression series, where we talked about, the quality runes, and basically, it just came down to trying to get the highest quality runes with the best substats in order to accomplish the goal that you're intending to accomplish, right? So, for me, let's take, for example, this speed, or this Megan here, my goal is to get her speed, hit points, and accuracy up as much as possible, but primarily the speed. So I'm going to do everything in my power to find runes with speed and accuracy substats to put on there and get popping here. So and of course, everyone would be like, wait a second, Megan's supposed to be swift focus. Why do you got a fatal and an energy rune on? Because what these two runes provide on the substats is just as good, if not better, than having a subset. Okay, subset, two different things. So, I got, literally got 19% accuracy here with these two runes, 11 speed, and if I were to put a focus rune, two focus runes here, yeah, sure, I get 20% accuracy, but, my focus runes are not. If they were high quality hit point ones, I'd obviously use them, but they're all 3-star, 4-star, 5-star runes, so I'm not gonna sacrifice the potential to have 63% hit points for a rune that might be a focus rune to give me a little bit more accuracy, but 20 to 30% less hit points there. So, what is the topic of today? Basically, even though a rune may look pretty bad, don't consider throwing it out, because at this stage of the game, if you're with me on this stage, it's all about getting that primary set, if you need it, and then finding those filler runes to kind of get into it. So when looking at a rune, and of course you guys already know the majority of this, I don't have any normal runes, but you know that the normal runes, you got the tier of runes where it's normal, okay, which is, actually, let's see if I can find a normal rune. Okay, so a normal rune. And then you got the magic rune. And I don't have any here. But notice that when you have a magic rune, you have two stats, right? Two stats total, the primary stat and then a substat there. With a rare rune, which is going to be the next tier, you have two stats down below here. Oops. Let's see if we can find a regular. So I have all these prefix ones. Oh my god. Where is it? Oh. I know I got one here. There we go. You're going to have 3 substats, okay? And the hero ones, which is the purple ones, right? You're going to have 4 substats. All right? 4 total stats. In the primary stat and the 4 stats. 4 total stats. And then with the legend, you're going to have 5 stats total, 1 primary and 4 substats. I'm going to try to see if I have there we go, sturdy swift runes. So in here, you can tell the difference between a legend rune and a prefix rune. When you get a rune that has that prefix, the sturdy or the quick or the resistant, that is going to be the, determination of what this additional primary stat is here, the defense +8. And as you progress the rune, regardless of how many substats it should have at every 3 power-ups, if that makes sense, when you hit +3, +6, +9, you're always going to have an additional one. So let's go ahead and show you an example here. So we have the Violet rune that came to us at attack 11%, hit point 8%. I intentionally just evolved this one to +3, knowing that it's 100% chance to increase that hit point. Okay. If it was, let's say it was a quick Violent rune. Let's say it's a quick Violent rune and it had a little bit of speed underneath this attack. That means that I had a 50% chance at the +3 power-up mark to either upgrade the speed or the hit points. Okay, but a rune like this, early on, this is really nice because it is percentage-based stats, and so I know that I'm going to get a really nice bang for my buck early on when I'm upgrading this rune. But, obviously, let's go ahead and, kind of showcase this now because it is a magic rune and already has 2 stats. It's going to add an additional stat if we ever get to that point. Okay, if it had 2 stats, if it had 2 substats, so right, if it had attack percentage, the hit point percentage, and then let's say it already had the defense +14 prior to, that means when I hit +6, it's going to either increase the hit points or the defense one. It's not going to add an additional one. Okay, so now let's fast forward to the new rune that we just got from the Man Crush Monday. As you all saw, we have ourselves this quick fatal rune. So this came to us already as a hero rune and already with an additional stat where the speed is 6. So obviously speed is good. It had speed +6, accuracy +6, and I think resistance +7. So, I lost the video, but I'm redoing it right now to kind of show you when I hit the +3, I gained 8% resistance, so I increased the resistance to 13, okay? And then, when I went up to +6, because I already had speed, accuracy, and resistance, don't look at this crit damage here, one of those 3 were going to increase, and unfortunately, the RNGesus doesn't like me and put it into the resistance, okay? As you can see, between that rune and this rune, I was definitely looking for a rune that can provide, more speed and more accuracy because it had speed 6 and accuracy 6 early on, okay? But, kind of looking at this overall, when I hit the +9, one would think that it's like, oh, hey, well, I know Hero has 4 stats total, 1 primary stat, the attack, and then 3 substats. So if I upgrade it to +9, it should go to speed, accuracy, or resistance. So I better go ahead and do a +9. Well, that is not the case. When you have a prefix rune and it adds an additional stat to your rune, it will continue that trend. Meaning, if you're going to upgrade it to +9, it's going to provide you an additional stats. It's almost like it's not even counting this stat in. So like if the speed wasn't in there and it was accuracy and resistance at +3, it can increase the accuracy and resistance. At +6, it can increase the accuracy and resistance, and then +9, if the speed wasn't in there, it would give us another stat because we know that hero runes have 1 primary and 3 substats. Okay, because it has the extra additional stat here, it doesn't matter because it doesn't matter if it doesn't basically count that stat as one of the main stats that it should have. It's like an additional bonus, so to speak. So when I upgraded this to +9, one would think, oh yeah, I'm going to increase speed, accuracy, or resistance again. Nope. It went to crit damage and gave me crit damage +7. So, damn, it didn't go to my speed or accuracy. Should I throw this away? You tell me, okay? In my opinion, I should not, because if I'm at the top end of my game using anything and everything to increase my stats, one would contemplate considering reducing, 1 speed right? 1 speed stat from 7 to 6, 4 accuracy from 10 to 6, but then being able to increase your resistance plus 21%. I mean, that's basically an endure set, okay? 21% resistance would bring me, well over, 50% here. And 50% resistance is nothing to be shy about, right? That is definitely nice. I have found for myself that in the category of units that I'm fighting, in the Conquer level, basically 75% resistance is more than enough to take on any 5-star, 6-star unit unless they are, 100% resistant or have a resistant leader. But for the most part, I'd say 99 times out of 100, I have no issue removing the beneficial effects on people with at least 75%, and I already tested that. So, I'll go ahead and do this off camera when I get a little bit more money because I'm broke. I want to save some money for a potential rune, but definitely this rune here is probably going to be jumping on there. Okay, and again, just going back to the reiteration of the main point. At the end of the day, it's all about the quality of rune, getting the highest quality rune with the most primary or percentage secondary base substats in order to improve your unit in the way you want. Crit damage, I don't give a shit about. But resistance, 21% in addition to the speed and accuracy, yes, that can be a game changer. There's many, many times where I go in the fights with a wind sylph as a lead, and I'm using a wind-based team with Megan tanking all the wind-based units, and the wind sylphid will, utilize their second and third skill and stun me or whatever. So having the opportunity to resist an attack to allow me to increase my attack gauge and allow my other units to attack is very, very important. That's what I'm trying to get to you guys. That's what I want you to think about. As far as getting these runes, moving here. So, yep. So yeah, I think that's pretty much, that's pretty much it right there. There's really nothing else to add on to it. Hopefully this information wasn't too over your head. I hope I explained it. If you have any questions, please put it in the comment section down below. And myself or somebody else that understands this can go ahead and provide more insight for you. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and close it off right there. It's your boy Childish with ChildishPlays checking out. Take care. We'll see you next time. I'm out.